Sunshine lies peacefully on the walls of Collinwood, but inside, dark terror stalks Paul Stoddard, a terror somehow connected with Barnabas Collins and Leviathan box he has brought from the past. A terror reflected in the face of a small boy who seems to be playing an innocent game.
Alexander! Alexander! What are you doing here? Are you playing games with the other children? Are you a friend of David and Amy's? Well, answer me, will you? Well, answer me!
Why did you do it, Daddy? Why?
Daddy? What do you mean? No! No, don't run away! Answer me! Did you see her?
Who?
The little girl who just came down the stairs.
There was no little girl.
She had long blonde hair. Now, you must have seen her.
No, the only child I saw was David.
David? Did you see Alexander?
I don't know who Alexander is, but David was playing hide and seek outside with someone.
She isn't here. You didn't see any little girl. Where could she have gone? How did she get here in the first place?
Mr. Stoddard, why is she so important to you?
Why is she so important? Why, she's...
Perhaps the little girl you saw was Amy.
No, she isn't Amy. And I must find her.
What is she? Not a ghost? You have to be dead to have a ghost. A memory? That's impossible. I wasn't here when Carolyn was 8. Or is she something they conjured up to torment me? How could that be? Maybe Elizabeth's right. Maybe I am going out of my mind. No. I must find that child and make her tell me the truth.
I have been trying to get in touch with Dr. Hoffman forever. It's impossible. She's never at Collinwood. Is she involved with some man?
Actually, she is, but not in the way you think. She's been seeing quite a lot of a patient at the hospital.
Well, what's so fascinating about him? Is he hovering between life and death?
No, there's nothing wrong with him physically.
Well, then what is it?
He has total amnesia.
Well, how dreadful. How dreadful for his family, having him there, but not having him there at all.
Doesn't seem to have a family, not that anyone can find. Just came to town.
Oh, for what? To work here?
Nobody knows that either. Dr. Hoffman's trying to find out.
Well, does this prize patient have a name?
His identification says he's Grant Douglas.
Well, I ought to call her in his hospital room. You see, Chris, what I have to tell her is terribly important.
Well, I'll be seeing her myself. You can tell her anything you want through me.
Well, all right, then. Tell her Muntean is coming.
Muntean?
The Muntean Gallery. That's where I'm having my tape showing. He's in Quebec now, but he promised he'd be here to see Dr. Hoffman's tape painting for himself. Well, it's a perfect landscape.
You'd like to have the painting back, then?
Well, till Muntean sees it.
I'll be glad to tell her that.
Well, I'm depending on you.
I'll let you know what she says.
Don't you think it's a little early for you to be so depressed?
Why ask me? I'm the last person to know what kind of guy I am. Usually depressed, usually cheerful. Tell me, Doctor, what kind of a future is there for a Mr. Nobody?
Oh, don't say that. You are not that.
Then who am I?
Your identification says you're Grant Douglas.
And who is he?
That's what we're going to try to find out. Now, these are the things that you had with you the night of the accident. Let's see if something can tell us.
Well, there's not much to go on, is there? Now, this tells us that Mr. Grant Douglas pays a rent of $55 a month, so we can safely assume that he's not a member of the jet set, huh? And he seems to spend a lot of time in places like the Hi-Hat Lounge, which promises that if you go there, you'll forget all of your troubles. Brother, that's nothing compared to what you can forget at Collinsport.
What is this key to?
Locker 194.
Do you remember putting anything in a locker?
No, I don't. So wherever it is and whatever it is, it'll just have to stay there for a while, won't it?
Do you often do that when you're upset?
Oh, what's that, the sneaky approach? Trying to catch my subconscious off guard? I don't know whether I do this often or not. I told you, Doctor, I still consider myself Mr. Nobody.
Grant, what happened to you is horrifying. But if you will cooperate with me, there are ways of waking the part of your mind that's asleep.
Why? So that I can go back to my $55 a month apartment? My rollicking evenings at the Hi-Hat Lounge? Oh, I don't know, you know. I'm not so sure it'd be worth it all.
It is, I assure you, because your future may be fascinating once we find out about your past.
All right, Doctor. How do we find out?
Well, if it's all right with you, there's one way to start. By hypnosis.
I've been over every inch of this house and I haven't been able to find her. Maybe I didn't really see her. No, I did. I'm not crazy. I did see her. I even spoke to her. Carolyn when she was 8 years old. Am I sure I'm not crazy? Oh, Carolyn. Carolyn, I have been looking all over for you. Carolyn?
No, don't come near me. I hate you for what you did.
But I can explain if you just give me the chance. I can explain if you just... Carolyn?
I want you to look at this. I want you to keep looking at it until I snap my fingers. And look at it deeply. Deeper and deeper. Can you see the center? Can you see the center of the stone?
Yes.
You must look still further, because beyond that center is another center. And beyond that, still another. Can you see it?
Yes. I can see beyond what I saw before.
Must go deeper and deeper.
Deeper.
The center of the stone.
Deeper.
As far as you can go.
I can go no further.
Then it is time to look inside yourself.
Myself.
Who are you?
I am.
What's the matter?
I don't know.
Who are you?
I don't know!
I am waiting.
I'm waiting too.
Why? Why are you waiting?
I'm waiting to leave. I must go away from here. I must go right now.
No. No, you cannot go.
I must.
Why? Did you do something wrong?
I must leave here. I must.
Why? Try to remember why you feel you must leave.
Because of him.
Who? Who is he? Who are you?
I can't answer that. I can't.
You must try.
Frederick Thorne.
What did you say? Who is Frederick Thorne? Frederick Thorne.
It's all away. It's all done. It's all over.
Yes. Yes, you're right. It is all over. Are you all right?
Yes. Well, was it a brilliant success? Do you have a full biography?
Who is Frederick Thorne?
Am I supposed to know?
Well, you mentioned his name in your hypnotic state.
I did? Well, in my unhypnotic state, I've never heard of the guy. What else did you learn?
Oh, these things take time.
In other words, Doctor, you learned nothing.
No, that's not true. We're at the beginning of a of a long, long road. There are many things to do. I want you to completely cooperate with me.
Oh, yes. That's a nice thought. But, what am I going to eat while we travel this long road? And who's going to pay my rent?
I will take care of everything.
Oh? Hey, tell me, are you this generous with all of your patients?
Will you put yourself in my hands for as long as is necessary and stay in Collinsburg?
Sure. Why not? As long as the drinks are on the house.
Good. I'll make the necessary arrangements and come back here to get you.
Thank you, Doctor. And, Doctor, you really think you can find out the truth about me?
I hope so.
Julia. Julia,
Chris, what are you doing?
I think I'm finally onto something.
What?
I heard a couple of guys talking in the hospital cafeteria. One of them was telling the other about something strange that happened in the X-ray department the other day.
What?
It seems that a man came in to have a painting X-rayed. Now,
It could only have been Mr. Nakamura.
and it could only have been your painting. This man seemed to realize how strange his request was, and he spent a lot of money to keep it quiet and to have it done quickly.
What can she suspect?
I don't know.
What's she looking for?
She called me up to her suite today and said that a friend of hers is coming into town and she wants to borrow that painting back again.
Whatever it is she's looking for, she may have found it.
Carolyn? Sweetheart? Carolyn?
No, don't come near me. Not after what you did.
No. She can't get out of that room. I've got her cornered. Now, I've got to find someone else to see her. Ask her how she got here, who she is, what she wants from me. Oh, Dr. Hoffman, would you come here a moment, please?
What's the matter, Mr. Stoddard?
Now, do you remember my asking you if you'd seen a little girl?
Yes, I remember.
Well, I've seen her twice since then. First, she disappeared into the drawing room. But now, I've got her trapped behind this door. She can't get away from me this time.
Mr. Stoddard.
No, I know she's in here. And you can see her if you'll just look. She's in here now.
Hello, Mr. Stoddard.
Where is she?
Where is who, Mr. Stoddard?
That little girl who went in there. She isn't there.
Is nobody else in that room?
She was, so don't bother to lie to me. Carolyn was there. I saw her go in there. I did. I saw her go in there. She's gone. He must have done something to her. If she's gone, it's his fault. Oh, no, I'm going to take
Mr. Stoddard! Mr. Stoddard, now come on, get a hold of yourself. Now listen, first you said that there was a little girl in that room, and then you said that Carolyn was there.
She was. She was. Carolyn, when she was 8, years old!
Mr. Stoddard, I think you should go upstairs and rest for a while.
Rest? Oh, I would like to rest. But what about him?
I'll take care of him.
Why was he in that room? I must know why he was in there.
I promise you I will find out if you go upstairs and rest.
You will find out? You promise?
I do.
Why is he so upset?
I don't know.
And why does he want to know what I was doing in there? What does he think I was doing in there?
Well, just what were you doing in there?
Something I like to do. I was reading.
Well, you certainly look very handsome.
Yeah. Thank you, Doctor.
I've made all the necessary arrangements, and I found you a place to live that I think you'll find very pleasant. Hopefully, you won't have to be there very long.
Well, as a matter of fact, I won't be staying there at all.
What do you mean?
But I've decided not to go with you.
But that's impossible. What can you do? Where can you go?
With me, Dr. Hoffman. He can go with me.